In today's episode, we talked to someone who said, I quit my job and moved to an island.
Sounds like my dream, eh?
No, you work here, okay? No such thing. I'm not going to approve your resignation. Today's guest is very interesting. So let me paint the whole context over here. I went for a shoot, a commercial shoot. And then after that, I was introduced to this individual. And then after that, she had a book with her. And I was introduced to her. And I got a book and I realized that, oh my God, I watch your videos. And then on the way back, I was reading her book. And the first line said, I quit my job and I moved to Langkawi. And, that whole entire book was like a visual storytelling book talking about everything there was in Langkawi, undiscovered gems and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is really, really interesting. And this person is an architect. So people, when they say they're an architect, right, you'd be like, whoa, that's a really difficult course to study. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to have this guest here with us on the show. Yes, I may know her as an architect, but you may know her as Human Edition. Welcome to the show.
Hi, everyone.
So the name Human Edition, your mom gave you the name Human or your dad gave you the name Human?
I give myself human.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got Shi Han in the studio, and wow, really, when I came back to talk to my team, right, who I met, I said, hey, remember we did one job and this agency came to us and referenced all her videos?
Yeah.
Serious?
They literally came to
Wonder
us
who is that?
and just gave us like your whole page and it's like, we want that. Then we're like,
Then I'm like, why did you hire her? It's like they came to us, right? It's like, yeah, we want like this. And then we look at it, it's like,
There you go. Yeah, they reach out.
But the thing is, we don't do this. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. Then we started watching your videos and I realized that, oh, you tell a lot of stories. And for the listeners or the viewers who joined us and probably, first time knowing you, can you explain to us who you are and what is it you do? Wow, that size. That size.
I don't know.
I've gone through a lot.
So my name is Shi Han and I studied in architecture, worked in Singapore for 2 years and then came back not knowing what to do and then got a chance to work in Langkawi and then saw an opportunity to start this whole storytelling platform. But actually it started with a book first. Mm-hmm. So I can speak very long, right?
Yeah.
as long as you want. As long as you want.
No time limit on this one.
Yeah, just on it.
It's not an Instagram. It's
Yeah,
not an Instagram reel.
I'm so used to cutting to the 1 minute, right? Editing to the 1 minute.
Oh my God.
I love architecture, but then during studying, but when I started working, it's like not what I imagined. Mm-hmm. I love all the designing stuff and all this. So suddenly when I had a lot of life I imagined as an architect, but turned out it was not. So I was very lost. And then after I quit from Singapore, then I got a chance to work in Langkawi. And then I wanted to pivot.
You were doing hospitality first, right? You were working for some sort of a hotel or a
Yes, in a resort. Mm-hmm. So that is when you are staying there more like a local. I was there for 3 weeks and then second time for 6 weeks alone. So that's when your senses are open up. So I was trying to pivot. I already have the idea of I don't want to do architecture, but what can I do? But don't know how. And then there's no people to ask. Uh-huh. So suddenly I saw all these stories and I feel like, wow, I want to know all these people, how they do what they do. Mm-hmm. They are cafe owners, they are artists, successful artists and all these things. So I was like, a very good excuse is like tell them I'm writing a book so everybody will tell me their stories. Oh. And it goes into 5 stories on and all these things. Yeah. So the idea is the book first. Yeah. And then Human Edition was started to promote this book actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so the stories, all the first few stories we posted actually in a book. So we were trying out the audiences and whether they like it and will people buy the book. So now we are running, so me and my partner Jay, we are running Human Edition full time. And then this book, supposedly to become before the social media, after 3 years only, it got published recently. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So that means the video storytelling took off first before the actual book came out.
Yeah.
So it was
That's
supposed
crazy.
to be. It was supposed to be like the tester lah. Let me
Yeah,
post
yeah,
some
yeah,
video.
yeah.
People interested. Okay lah. Then let me continue and finish the book.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it suddenly grew to be such a big
Correct.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't expect that.
And it's very inspiring stories because it's stories that you don't usually hear
Yeah.
about. It's not heard about enough.
I'm whenever I watch your videos, I'm most curious how you go and dig and correct to find all these people out there. Do you have like some sort of secret recipe to go and find these people, or
Yeah.
like what's your go-to method to try and like find these interesting stories out there?
Actually, it's a very interesting question because when we were in Langkawi, right, it got so natural that I never thought of this question. But then when we come to KL, most of the people we met, the first question is this question.
Yeah.
So then I got started thinking, how then I noticed, actually it's just when you start with one person, like once this person know your style and like what kind of people you feature, they will always link you to
Recommend.
more people, and these people will link you to more
yeah.
people. So even now we have like a very long list that we couldn't cover.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then for houses, we cover a lot of houses as well. It's all most of the architects we know back when we were studying. So it is, yeah, we already know way back for houses. But human stories is friends and friends and friends. It all started with friends actually.
But before that, right, you were doing architecture, right? What
Yeah.
made you want to go to Langkawi
So
and do hospitality?
So I quit my job, right? And then not sure what to do. And then a friend told us that, there's this art installation job in this resort. So we went there under an art residency to build something.
I
So we were
see.
like, architect like to build things, right? Wow, I get to
Yeah.
build things at my design.
Yeah.
So that's how we went there.
So it's an art residency at the resort.
Yes.
And then
Yes. Finish building the thing.
No. So nothing was built.
Typical art residency. 3 weeks later. Yeah, so your residency is finishing. Where's the exhibit?
There it is. I don't see anything. It's
This
art.
is it after 3 years.
So, okay, what have you always wanted to study architecture since young, or was it something that like more of like was kind of prompted by peers or parents?
I think it was, but I was very into arts. Like, I think also recently I remembered this because some friends asked, like, if you're not doing human edition, what are you going to do? And then I remember I wrote down 3 things when I was in high school. It's artist, as in like painter, and then film director, and then only architects. But then the other 2 doesn't sound practical.
Why not?
That's
not?
back 15 years ago.
No. Okay, well, film director. There you go, film director. there.
Yeah, I wish I had the chance. Like, I mean, how do you convince your parents?
Oh yeah,
That's true, that's true.
Yes, that's true.
You tell them you study communications, and then after that only you go find a job as a director.
Yeah, so I did architecture
So you
first,
did.
and then now got into this. Yeah.
But it's, I think it was kind of like everyone's, not I won't say dream, but everyone's like progression. Like, okay, finish an architectural degree. I think architecture is very hard, right? It's like 5 years, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I only know the
1.5,
architect students
5
damn
years.
stressed one.
Yeah,
Every
they're
day
very
they
stressed.
no sleep one.
I have a cousin who does architecture, and he's like, he left Singapore to study architecture in Australia. And I graduated already. I was like, hey, you ever graduate? It's like, don't ask me. Like, don't ask me. Like, what are you doing? I'm doing
Like
architecture.
the
I'm like,
level
oh,
of
okay, okay.
studying. Right?
Yeah, but he's always okay. I realized, okay. Funnily, you mentioned about art and film directing. So my cousin, when he was young, he's an amazing painter. Really,
Sorry?
He's a
Painter.
painter. Yeah, he at the age of like 12 years old, right? He was painting Japanese painting, like the Japanese cups. I can sell one, okay, in Singapore. And I'm like, Singapore. He's like the role model of the smartest Singaporean student. It's like he's in the high school and everything. After everything is done, he's like, I'm getting out of Singapore. Why? Too stressful here. And then he went to stress himself even more to architecture. Yeah, he's doing architecture now, and every architect always dreams of building their dream home with no boundaries, no budget constraints, right?
Yes.
So you studied architecture and then you just pivoted to, doing storytelling. Is there at least a little bit of architecture left in you to kind of want to build a dream home someday or a dream building someday?
There's so much architecture in me still. Yes, I think the dream house part is, of course, a big thing for everyone, and especially architects. But what we are doing, because my partner Jay is also in architecture, we studied in the same uni and all. So whatever we do now, the whole process and the thinking process is still very architectural.
Okay.
So that's why sometimes we are trying to build a team. Actually, we don't know who to look for because we talk in a very architectural way. We thought people can understand, but it's a bit hard to explain that process. So yeah, I don't know how to explain, but the way we work for filming or script writing and everything is still very architecture centric.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
you need to find another architect who don't want to do architecture
Yes,
already. Someone who
actually, yes.
understands your architect's
Actually,
speak,
yes.
Yeah.
So architects are mainly designers, lah, right? They after that, the architects will have to work with engineers to basically build their building, right? Correct?
Yes, but you need basic understanding of the construction part and you need to convince your client. So actually a very big reason of why I wanted to start Human Edition is because we know a lot of very good designers, architects, and they're building very great things. Internationally, we see a lot.
Yeah.
But Malaysia is very hard for them to convince their clients. And then the media we see, right, like the architecture documentation, the videos and everything, the architects still talk in the language that nobody understands.
It's very artistic.
Yeah.
Very artsy.
Yes, and then you are expecting general people to give you a lot of money to believe in what you do. And then it's a very toxic cycle.
Yeah.
So you guys probably know the architect gets paid. The pay is quite low. So we study so many years and then the pay is low and then you work until like OT every day, but then still it's a toxic cycle, nobody using your design. The reason we want to do this is how do we tell good stories, good designs to people like my mom to understand. So the language have to be worked on and the way we present it have to be very human. So actually this is the first thing because we are so tired of that industry, but we still love it. So maybe we could be that to tell and bridge the gap. So that's the main idea of why we started this.
I see. And you worked in Singapore for 2 years. I'm so sorry that you had to endure 2 years of amazing food. Singaporeans don't cancel me. Your song fa bak kut teh is very good. Okay. Yeah, Jay Chow ate there. Yes, that's right. Okay, actually no. I want to ask what was it like working in Singapore? Was it stressful? Was it okay?
I think it wasn't stressful. I mean, the work itself is not stressful. I mean, I got into a company where I get to go home on time, which is very, very rare. But I think the structure was killing me. I don't know, like
just the way you had to work within the company.
No, as in the way the people are.
Like if you have the design, you have to go through multiple layers for them to even consider even if they want to use your design or not, that kind of thing, is it?
That's the work part, but for example, I mean, in livelihood, I think it's more on the livelihood for me. There's no loopholes, meaning like if I only have this budget to rent a place, of course you have to stay 1 hour away. There's no like in Subang, maybe I can find a way I get a place and then I make it up and then so I can get like cheap rent but nice location. There's no loophole at all. And then when the timing of you travel to your company is 1 hour, it's 1 hour. And now, when you're just fresh grad and you're working and then one day I'm just finished working, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired, I want to grab home. And then I look at the price. It's okay lah. 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah,
Just 1 hour back.
so it's not customizable.
Right.
And I think it's not everyone, but for me, I couldn't live with that. I wish there are more customization.
It's like
Flexibility lah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just stuck in that constant loop.
Yes.
Jam to work long hour, jam back home, or like
Yes.
long journey back
Yes.
home.
Was it like one of you or your partner's decision to start this, or is it a mutual decision at first?
At first it was my decision, but of course he was also in the same position of trying to pivot. And then of course he also believes in this. So actually my partner Jay is the one who introduced me to social media. So he started this platform. We shared a lot of architecture things and then he grew it until like 100+K for sharing.
Which platform is this? What's it called?
No need to mention lah.
Why?
Not
but,
so
but
human
basically,
edition.
we are just sharing
Architecture.
Is it still up and
students'
running?
work and
I see.
Is it still
no,
up and
we
running?
stopped
Oh, okay.
already. But that's how. So he have that idea. Actually, I don't believe in him. But in 1 year, he grew to 60. and then I started to help him. So we are posting 3 posts a day.
Oh wow.
So that is how we kind of gauge like what kind of content people like and what kind.
Wow.
So
Would you say that you basically amassed a skill of how to grow pages?
sorry.
That means did you kind of develop a skill on how to grow social pages? You knew what it took in order to make a page grow? Or was it still a trial and error, and then after that, you kind of find what people want to see, and then you just basically focus on that?
A rough, but not guarantee.
I see.
But we can get gut feeling of things.
I know why.
I want to ask about.
Because your boyfriend ENFP.
What's the horoscope? Like.
No, because I feel like ENFPs, right? Like you see chubby also, you know already lah. Like it's like we just really like to share things, and
Okay.
when you put it out there, right? Like there's a way of getting traction. One.
I'm sorry. Do you talk like that?
Yeah.
Do you talk in alphabets? Are you?
I mean, we all talk in alphabets lah. That's what.
No,
that's
she
what
told me.
English
She
is,
told me
no?
her boyfriend is ENFP.
Can
Then she
you
asked me
guess
to
now?
guess hers.
Oh, what's hers? Did you guess?
I'm thinking. I'm
INTP.
still like
I
thinking.
don't know. I always find like the common ones are INTP.
Is it INTP? Okay. By the way,
I'm just saying random letters, guys.
yeah. No. By the way, I'm ABCD. Okay. Come. Every time she pick up, what are you? She's like judging you already. Are you FP, FPDG? FP, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But oh my God, your boyfriend built a page that's almost 100,000 followers, basically showcasing students' work, and then you came to start. Wow. It's just like, did he know what he was doing, or
Timbani.
Tembani?
I don't know. I was just asking.
Here I am. Here we are trying to build something. 10,000 followers also cannot get, and then you have 100,000 followers. And she's like saying that 100,000 followers is nothing. I don't.
Stop already. The page is okay.
Stop already. The page is okay. I'm like, oh, okay, wow. It's just.
I want to ask about the back to human edition. Do you remember what was the one video that suddenly blew up or made you realize like, whoa, okay,
what you're doing is right.
not just what you're doing is right. It's like people are watching this. Like they make you kind of like shift your thinking about this whole project.
Yes, I do remember that one video. It was a video. The story is in a book. So again, is
To market the book.
yes
lah.
to market the book. So that, let's try it out. And then you go and film, and then it got so viral. I think that was three years ago when social media is not saturated yet. I feel not so saturated.
Yeah.
Now
It's like
crazy.
it's like the booming era.
Yeah.
Yes. 3 years ago, and then it got 600K
Wow.
views and I don't know 40K likes, and then all the comments are like, of course they love the place and also wow, I love your storytelling. And then I still remember that one comment. I think that was a previous video that doesn't have much views
Yep.
and like, but then that person commented like, wow, you are a very good journalist. Actually, that time I don't know what journalists mean. I don't know what kind
Yeah.
of career is this.
Yeah.
So this is something I never thought of that I can be good at. It's always, I know like visual, let's say photography, I know if I work hard on it, I can work on it. Because architecture, we know the composition and all. And then, but writing is never something I thought of.
Okay.
But then that kind of gave me confidence of, like what makes you like it. And then the video that boom also, it's a lot of encouraging comment about I like your storytelling. So I was like, wow, what is this? Actually, I never thought of that before.
Do you remember what the video was on? What's the topic of that video?
It is about a vegan cafe run by a interracial couple in Langkawi. And then they rented, so they started with 6,000 ringgit, but into a very nice cafe.
I don't remember this video then.
So that's when I started to learn about hook. So my partner Jay always asks me, so why should people care about this story? So the hook have to be
Strong.
something
Enticing enough.
everybody
Yeah.
can care about. So how to make everybody care about? So when you show the visual of the cafe and then you said they just started with 6,000, so people be
That's
like,
the hook.
wow.
How
Yeah,
can you start
yeah.
a business with 6,000?
Yeah,
You know?
then you keep them like want to
Yes.
watch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this kind of like, you can take this and you applied it to all your videos moving forward.
Something like that, but not every story can be told well.
Yeah. I mean that's I guess that's the skill set and structure, but it's not. I would say it's not. I mean it works probably 89% of the time, and yeah, that's very interesting. Even before the video goes big, you already have that thought of question, that thought process of that question, or what makes you want to watch. For us, is we just make a video bantai and just upload, and then we pray, viral,
please, someone watch the video.
please.
I'm sure you
Please watch
guys
the
know what
video.
you're doing.
Yeah. So is photography something that you picked up while studying, or were you always very interested in photography? Because some of the photos that you take are really, really. Because I like photography too, and I flip through the pictures. I like the pictures that you take, and it's always
No
very.
lah.
It's very. There's a lot of soul into every photo that you take of people, subjects. What type of photography do you like taking most?
Actually, now, like when people ask me what I am, I don't think I'm a photographer. So that is just part of the tools for storytelling. So, but picking it up, also thanks to Langkawi, that it become a training ground. So when we want to take photo of somebody, at first then I go there and take already. Then I go back and put it into my laptop. Wow, so shit this photo. The lighting is wrong and everything. But then I call that person, I text them, can I come back again tomorrow? They're like, oh, sure, just come. So how can you ever do that in KL?
Yeah.
Who have the time for you to do
That's
that?
true. That's true.
So Langkawi people are so chill. So it makes the project possible, I would say. Yeah. So basically it's trial and error. And then I keep trying. I don't think until I go back and then I satisfied, okay. Then I kind of know how already next time.
I see.
What about the filming and the editing? Was it something that you guys already knew how to do before, starting Human Edition, or is it something you guys learn as you continue to make videos? That's very aesthetic, eh? Yeah, the stuff that you guys film.
So my partner Jay did most of the videography, but sometimes I come up with some. Also, I took some for the hook that I know. So
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing for my partner Jay is I always don't have a script first. So it's actually quite hard for him lah. So whenever we go to a place, so the script will develop during the filming process.
I see.
So
You are P. I'm not P.
But that's why people ask about our story is that because it have to be natural.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like even when we interview, we don't really interview someone. It's always the as story always come from what you're eating roti canai, or they are like randomly tell you something. Because when you say, okay, let's sit down, ask you a question, they will say something they think is interesting, but actually it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting, but maybe not for audience. So
They are being put in a position to think that, okay, I must give you something good.
Yeah.
And then
Yes,
they overthink
yes.
it.
Correct.
So you catch people at their most natural
Yes.
and most candid.
Yes. So that's how the script developed afterwards.
I see.
And then, yeah. But I think it's not very good this process.
Wait, but
I feel it's a great process.
So I had this, okay, going back to Jean's earlier story about, how our client came and showed everything. So I had this thing also, like the client asking me, what are we going to shoot? Then I'm like, I don't know. I need to talk to that
Yeah, we
person
need to-
first. I
yeah.
don't know what to shoot
Yeah,
when I don't
yeah,
talk
yeah.
to this person and what their story is.
yes.
Yeah.
I can try and guess, but then that's very superficial on the over the very top layer things that you really don't get down to it,
Yeah.
yeah, I get what you mean. I was doing the podcast for my boyfriend's other business, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so funny because when they start rolling the camera, right, we were just talking, and then I don't know why after we finished filming, right, then I will continue to talk to the guests, Then we will talk until like there's so many things, that I feel like,
Yes.
oh my god, it's so nice to have it in the
All the good
in the
things come
podcast.
But it's not.
Yeah, but it's not filming. Then I was like, guys, can you just continue filming this? But then it's different already.
And then you cannot tell them, like, they know it's rolling. You need
Yeah.
to, can you roll?
yeah, exactly. Because once you say, they know already.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
the
think
brain
they are just
wires
very
differently.
when you're too self-conscious, right? You don't let your greater side show.
That's true.
Yeah, and this basically is applicable to everyone. When I did radio, also like that one. The minute you on the microphone, right, you talk like angmo because you know why? You want to sound professional,
Yeah.
And then after when you turn on the microphone, right, you talk normally to people. Then my bosses always tell me, why you cannot talk like that? I was like, what do you mean? I'm talking like me. He's like, no, you're not talking like you. So
Yeah.
very interesting. And I think I enjoyed that thought process, that structure much better. You go there, you take a B-roll, you basically capture everything candidly and what excites you, and then after you form the narrative.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, was
Do
that
you
how?
take notes while you're talking, or like you just like everything download into
I'm
the
pretty
brain
sure she
already?
takes notes.
That's another interesting point. At first I take note, but
Okay.
after that you will notice that the thing that, let's say 1 hour of chatting, the one thing that sticks to your mind, that's the hook.
Oh.
So if you write, you will overanalyze after you go back. Okay, wow, this sounds good. This sounds good. But then if you just remember what you like to remember, then actually that is.
But do you take like a voice note? No, nothing.
Depends. Sometimes got, sometimes no.
So that means after you shoot, you gotta like
You have to really
faster,
remember
really write it down
everything and
before.
register
You cannot wait
everything.
too long, after like suddenly you forget what they
Yeah
talk
lor,
about.
yeah lor,
also,
yeah
no?
lor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a
Wow.
good, that's such a good thought process to think. But I've never ever thought to do
Right.
it that way.
What sticks is what's gonna sell, lah.
Yeah, because all of us, right? Every time we write, we write first, then we execute it.
Yeah.
And then we realize that when we want to execute what we written, this is not working. How? Then after that, we'll just spend like 1 hour on set trying to like fix it. And then everything that we end up getting right, it's always not what we planned for.
Yeah.
But this is the complete opposite, and I know why. And I feel like, actually, this works.
Yeah, it's good lah, but for client like a bit hard lah.
That's
If
the
you,
problem.
they always like, oh, can we have the idea first?
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. No,
You
they can't. They can't visualize.
Yeah, they cannot
the process,
visualize,
You
yeah.
gotta tell them like trust the process.
yeah.
Oh, that's so.
Let
That's,
them
that's,
cook.
how long did it take for you to write the entire book?
3 years.
Oh, whoa.
So it's supposed to be out 3 years ago.
I just open it.
Well, the important thing is it's out now.
Yeah, it's out now. My gosh.
You can tell your art residency,
When we bring
hey,
the
I did
book,
something.
yeah, when we bring the book back to Langkawi and I show the people who are featured, right, they were like, wow, I thought it's not going to happen already. Yeah, you made it.
Did you? How long? Okay, so I know in your opening you said I quit my job and moved to an island, which is Langkawi. How long did you? I mean, do you still currently stay there, or you're no longer? You still stay there?
Yeah, we still stay there.
Wow.
That's where the life is.
And you have. I mean, obviously you've stayed. Have you ever stayed in KL? Okay, you obviously experienced city life, which is in Singapore, and then you grew up in Alostar, right? Have you stayed in KL before?
Yes, I studied in KL.
And you still go back to Langkawi?
Yeah.
Why is that?
The flow of it. How do I explain? I feel like Langkawi is perfect for creatives though. Like
yeah?
if you don't have to have an on-site job, it's a perfect place.
Oh.
Can we open office?
Wait, but
in
what kind of
Langkawi?
space do you live in, like in Langkawi? Is it more like at the beach, or like is it more towards
She's an
the
architect.
city?
She built her house by the beach. What are
I
you
was
talking
at the
about?
beach lah.
Let
Getting
me get
there.
the land first.
Getting there.
Or is it more of the urban side?
It's very near to the main beach side, maybe like 10 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
So it's a proper house lah. Like one house. Last time we used to stay very near to the beach, like 5 minutes. I mean like 10 minutes walk. And they were like, oh, we want to jog every morning to the beach, but not even once. we were always working in Langkawi, but it's a place where we can focus. So like I think we are kind of in our own world of enjoying like this whole process. And then sometimes in KL when we get invited to event, I'm very low energy, so I cannot really go to event.
Yeah.
Aha, you're an I, correct?
We already got that like 20 minutes ago, Jane.
Look. I wanted a bit of contribution, okay? Yeah, you're an I. Introverted. Okay, that's my contribution.
Yes, you got it right. Yeah, so I noticed that when I go, then I cannot work for like 2-3 days.
Oh, because your social energy has just been drained.
Yeah, so in Langkawi, it's like you have the excuse of saying no to everything. And then like I'm away, I just have the time to really focus and follow your own timing. So in Langkawi also is the place I find out how important someone's routine and flow is. So for example, my best working time is from 8 in the morning to like 1. So I just need a latte in a cafe with a lot of greeneries. It's turbo mode. My efficiency is like times 5 or something. But if you are working in the city that you need to follow the traffic and all these things, if you never had a chance to discover that side of you, so my partner is like midnight.
Oh.
If you don't have time to experience your own flow, like you will never know your own potential.
Fair,
So
fair.
Makes sense.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I feel like what you're describing is as if Langkawi has less distractions
Yes.
and less what's the word for it? Obstacle lah.
Less distractions.
friction.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I can relate to. Like sometimes when things give me a lot of friction, I feel like I then turn off to do anything. It is like,
Yes.
damn mafan way, need to like this, need to like that. Whereas like you just wake up, there's no friction, make your coffee, boom, let's start working. man.
Yeah, and I think you're trying to say also like in KL, right? You fit your schedule according to KL's timing.
Yes.
But there is like, oh, you know, you can just
Yes.
Island
yes.
life,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It's like let's say like 5 p.m. peak hour. Oh my god, I cannot go home already. I have to stay here.
Yeah.
That kind of
Is there
thing.
rush hour in
Yeah.
Langkawi? No, right? No
No
traffic
lah.
jam, nothing.
Everywhere is 15 minutes to airport, to waterfalls, to the beach, to
Let's move to Langkawi, Jeanne.
It's tax free. It's tax free.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
to 1 o'clock,
International
we all turbo
airport.
mode already.
Yeah. Tax free international airport.
So if you get good flights also, it's only what, 89 ringgit to fly back. Yeah.
Oh, that's very
Cheaper than I
yeah.
take Grab to the airport.
My
oh my god.
The airport is like $100 and then you fly back to $89.
creatives, I think, have their personal peak hours lah. I feel
Yeah.
like I like when you mentioned that your partner works midnight. For me, right, 12 midnight to 4 a.m. is when I can focus, no
Yeah?
distractions, silence. You know, the only thing you can hear is the crickets outside. And then if you want something to really keep you company, it's just the music. And that's where I wrote most of my stories and scripts or proposals last time now. But I found that to be very, very unhealthy.
True. Are you a morning or night?
What do you think?
You're a night one lah. You
Yeah,
don't
she's a
sleep
night
one.
lah, yeah.
She don't sleep one lah.
Yeah.
She wake up at like what midnight.
Sometimes 5 p.m. we got event and we call her, where are you? I just woke up.
Eh, no lah. Where got wake up so late? No,
Yes,
no.
God. Okay, shoe face
No.
sleeps. Shoe face sleeps everywhere. Or at least all of us in the office, right? At least has one photo of her sleeping.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Everyone in the office, yeah,
Anywhere,
with her
anywhere.
eyes half open, like
Yeah, I don't know why. I think my eyelids are like, you know,
short already.
too short already. You cannot cover the whole
Yeah.
the eyeball.
So you
Yeah, that's
sleep
right.
at midnight and then you wake up at
No lah, I wake up like depends like
You
10,
sleep-
11.
You
Sometimes
do not
I'll
sleep
sleep
at midnight.
yeah,
yeah, after
Like,
midnight.
after
Yeah.
yeah.
But I try to wake up at 11. Like my alarm is always like 11.
Yeah, she's an ENF late. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, imagine like, I need to set my alarm at 11.
No, but I agree with her though. Like, wow, at night, right, is when my brain just, I don't know, I just automatically stay awake. I don't know why. Like, it just functions better at night. Like, you know, sometimes, right, like, I get super sleepy at like the 8, 9 o'clock mark. And then I tell myself, okay, I'll just stay awake until like 10 so I can like regulate my body clock, right? But when the 10 p.m. mark comes, right, I'm suddenly wide awake.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know how to regulate. It's like,
Yeah, you have that window to sleep, but if you pass that window, you're just like wide awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I want to try and sound smart, but I'd rather just shut up. But yeah. So how I know you've been doing this for 3 years, and I'm pretty sure you've met a lot of people. How do you basically narrow down all the stories to be put into your first edition of your Human Langkawi book? I'm pretty sure there are some stories that probably didn't make the book. So what makes it in the book? How do you choose?
Good question. Let me recall three years ago.
Do you let like family or friends like read it first? Then you're like, oh, what do you think of this story? Or like,
no,
it's-
my family don't read.
so everything is just you and your partner lah. You all decide on everything.
I decide most of the. So this book is basically my baby lah. So it's but it talks about me and Jay's journey in moving there. How I narrow down? I think I was quite biased lah of story I like
Oh, okay.
at that time.
Okay.
So there are 4 big chapters like community, taste, artisans, and architecture. So the story basically is whoever. Actually, a story about pivoting, and most of them are not from their background. So how do they start, and then practical ways or what is their initial
end up.
fun, and how they do it, and then so the theme of this book is defining your own reach. So in Langkawi, that's where I learned that reach doesn't mean money, because like when I was working in Singapore, I think the things I was lacking most is time and flexibility. To me, that's reach. So maybe for some it's totally fine. They need the thing in Singapore is perfect, like they get to travel, but everyone is different. But I thought I was very weird that time because people around me, they seem fine with it. So I was like, what is my problem that I hate it so much?
Yeah.
As in the not able to customize a life.
Mm-hmm.
So all these people are, they customize their life according to,
What they want.
yes, so it's lifestyle first, then career.
Oh.
It's not career first. So for example, the surfers, because you need to follow the wave, they need to check the forecast. So he will just look at forecast. Oh, I got wave this morning. I don't need to open my coffee shack.
Oh.
So I go
Yeah.
surf first, then so flexible timing.
Their career,
They value their
Is-
livelihood lah, their
Yes.
lifestyle lah.
their
They-
career is molded around the lifestyle that they want,
Yes.
and they don't mold their lifestyle around the career that they chose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's again, it's very, to me, it's very, very island life. I realize
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
love to go island. Like island holiday is one of my favorite. And what I realize, people live on the island like that one because they live by the weather
Yes.
and a lot of things that are outside their control, and they literally just love to enjoy life. So they just do things that can help them sustain.
Yeah, the
Like just-
lifestyle that they want, right?
Yeah, correct. And usually, for the most part, they are not looking to like go and buy high-end luxury goods or no. They just want, let's say, the guy wants to surf.
yeah.
That's all he wants to do. He just wants to surf all day. So he found a job that lets him surf whenever he wants
So
to.
the question is, do you live to work or do you work to live?
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you live to work
Ah.
or do you work to live?
Some days I live to work. Some days I work to live.
I don't know. I feel like now there has to be for me. I think there's a balance. Right now, I have a balance of both, lah. Maybe.
Yeah.
But what I feel like people in Langkawi, based on the stories or people based on what you shared, like, people there are very contented
Yeah.
and full of life. It's like Bob Marley. What is wealth? Wealth is life. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. That's such a bad. Yeah. Do you know Bob Marley?
Yeah.
Thank God. Yeah. The worst that could happen is, sorry, who's Bob Marley? Okay, yeah. Okay. Was Langkawi your only choice? Was there any other narrow downs, like maybe Penang or like Bangkok Island or any other islands? Or was it only specifically island only?
I think it happens accidentally, and I think Langkawi tick all the boxes. As in more complete as an island with airports and everything. So you have the facilities.
Yeah.
And then the surfers is just one story. There are people who run resort, and you get to go to the most local food with the cheapest price and the most luxury food. So it's like it has everything.
the,
You have the
mix,
best-
the good mix is there, lah.
The best of
Yes,
both
yes.
worlds.
I think the airport portion is actually just one very, very good reason also. Because it's so, like I said, it's so easy to just go from Langkawi to KL, 89 ringgit, 100
Yes.
ringgit, that's it. And it's a direct flight, less than 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We know a lot of people from KL who moved there to start their family
Oh.
because I also think that it's a perfect place for growing like kids to grow
Oh, okay.
because you get a good mix, you get the nature,
Mm-hmm.
you get to learn about the very pure island energy, but because it's very international, you get to mix with all the international kids
Yeah.
and the exposure as well.
yeah.
So it's a very healthy environment lah.
Is property expensive there? Please say no.
I would
Depends on-
assume
depends
no,
on
right?
More
Like, okay, right?
land.
Land is very. Is it cheap or expensive?
Very cheap.
Very cheap.
Let's go.
Langkawi should
Aspect
make.
ratios, Langkawi.
Langkawi should make her ambassador already.
Yeah,
Or maybe they
they're
already. Or
complaining,
maybe.
right?
Or maybe they already have.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's in the works. Okay, so you've written this book about Langkawi. Would you write? I mean, this is your first book. I don't think it's going to be your last, right?
Everybody asks me this question, I don't know how to answer.
Human KL.
I hope there will be more, but I don't think any of them will be that personal
Yeah.
anymore because this was like my pivoting point. So if we are to have also, I think it's a teamwork. Or yeah. So hopefully,
But I don't think that's the bad thing though. I mean, like they say, if it's a teamwork thing,
yeah.
you're getting more collaborators and you're gonna get more stories and more perspectives.
Yes,
on it.
yes,
So
correct.
it's a different view on it entirely.
Yes,
really.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So now I want to ask, because you mentioned you have a team now. So obviously, with Human Edition, the book, and also the social platform or the media pitch that you're running, I'm assuming that you're able to basically monetize it right now. So how do you monetize your media platform? What kind of collaborations do you do with your clients?
We started with also helping others to manage their social media.
Oh.
We didn't monetize it until like 1.5 years. I can't remember, but it was very slow. And then brands will reach out to us, will treat us as, because I have my face in it, so they'll think that influencer.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
actually,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
more on a media platform.
Yep.
Yeah.
But because we are chasing all this to sustain, so I didn't have time to really propose to clients that actually we are a production house in a way. But it just
Ah.
happened that we have followers and I have a face in it that it's actually a lot of win-win out. Like we could produce the video and then we also have followers to make sure there's engagement, and then I have my face in it. People will think I'm influencer. So I didn't have the time to, let's say, do a deck to pitch to client. But recently we got some really good clients that they really engage in and say that, oh, we want you to be the producer. So there are brands who are starting to see that, which is something that I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
We can be in a series. Like I'm not influencer, like let's say a skincare brand, I can just do one video.
Yep.
But let's say a skincare brand, I can look for 10 humans that I think is suitable.
To tell stories about lah.
Yes.
And then
And
kind
they are
of.
real people. It's not acting.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think
So-
you really value genuineness lah. Yeah. You don't really buy into this artificial, fabricated lifestyle or that those. Yeah, I feel that she likes real stories. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether you are high status or low. Whether you're anyone, as long as you have a genuine story that basically inspires you, you tend to be drawn to
Because
these
it's the
stories.
strongest. So I think that's why the first 1-2 years is a bit hard for us. But I think we have built in a way that now we can use our past example to persuade our client to do things certain way because we have proof and analytics.
Yeah.
If you do it this way,
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you the type of person that likes to have conversations with random people and kind of understand what they do and where they're from?
Actually, during this time, yes. I was an E when I was writing this book.
Okay. As you grew
But then
older.
now, like, I think too many tasks to juggle. I noticed that sometimes when I'm talking to that person, I'll be like, okay, what's the hook gonna be? So
Oh,
actually,
Naturally become more of a like thinking about the job already.
So I used to hate myself for that. I was like, wow, you're so fake Like, you are not like last time anymore. But then I was like, okay, only with this that we can cover more story and we can shine lights on more people. So inevitably, yeah, it has to be like that lah. So now I think curiosity, I'm still curious, but I don't have the capability to be that fully genuine already.
Now you've got obviously so many stories. Is there one story that basically stuck out to you and it'll be your forever favorite, no matter what? So asking you to choose your favorite child. I'm sorry, I had to ask that question because he was here. But yeah, is there one story that basically stood out?
Really don't have it.
Don't have a.
Each of them are special.
Oh, she loves all her babies.
Like because I think there are part of me in every video. There are some message that I want to say myself, but I'm using their voice to like tell it.
Yeah.
So each of the video is a part of me lah.
Right. How big is your team now? 11. You mentioned 11 plus, is it?
3.
3, yeah.
Where you going to find 11 people? He will give you 11 people.
I thought there was 11. Oh my goodness. I was under the impression because it's written here. Okay, never mind. So that's how your team is 3 of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably the creator and the storyteller, and then Jay is probably the person who helps you film and helps you
Advice
shoot.
on the decisions.
And the third
everything.
person is editor.
So that's the hard part. We don't know how to let them help with human edition. So we are slowly developing new format. So now our full time is helping with managing social media for other clients.
So when you mention you manage social media for other clients, what is it you do? Is that under your studio? It's called Studio HUED. Is it
Yes.
You edit.
Human Edition? Yeah. In short, it's HUED, Human Edition.
Yes.
So you basically manage other people's other brands' platforms,
Yes.
okay.
So we will propose the angles and then sometimes we'll film and take photos.
What kind of clients are these? Are you able to mention these clients?
We help artists before resorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brands that are very much skewed towards your style of storytelling lah.
Can say so. Also, the values align with us lah. Then it's very easy for us to tell. We don't need to make things up. Yeah.
What's the biggest struggle running this business? I like how she smiles and she's like, should I? She's like, should I say it?
There was a point where I wake up, I was like, shit, I hate this so much.
Ah,
Yeah.
why?
So I don't know. It's just a lot of things because when you're doing everything yourself, and then suddenly when you want to, you want it to be better and grow a team.
Yep.
Then you don't see if we are going to stay this forever, I don't see how this can go very far. How long can I do this of so many tasks on us? So I couldn't see like how we can grow. And then I wake up every day so tired. I don't have a life. It's all this. And then there were a point where I feel like I couldn't edit anymore. Like I lost the magic. Like I don't know how.
Like burnout lah.
Yeah. So that was a big struggle. But I think we are getting better. I think that was a phase lah.
Yeah.
So I think that's the hardest part lah. But we are still very happy for this. It is really something that for me, I can feel like this is something I can do it for the next 100 years.
Wow.
Because you can never run out of things. And
Yeah.
I really love it. So it's just how do we sustain and make it work.
Yeah, I think as a creative, everybody will go through a burnout because I think when you it happens when especially you do something and you want to do something the best you can because you obviously want the best outcome of what you've put so much effort into. But I think a lot of people fail to realize that sometimes creative just needs to I read this before. Sometimes creative people just need to disappear for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going through the burnout.
What, you
Don't
are?
worry. Yeah.
But
I have been thinking about what kind of content like I want to do now because I'm in gaming, man. Just now I told you about it, right? Like I'm always doing funny things. But then now I'm at the age where I feel like I want to do more reflective kind of content, you know? Like, things that bring value to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something that, I've been working on. Yeah, that's why I've been slowing down on my content.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
I think it's necessary for you to go even further.
Yeah,
That's okay
yeah.
to take time off.
Yeah. What kind of energy inspires you? Or what inspires you in general to just like, okay, I'm getting out of the house right now with my camera and I'm going to get a story?
Also trying to notice that. I think I just need a lot of alone time.
Boring,
That's why she moved to an island, guys. Get away from the people.
Like zero
Okay,
distraction
what
and
brings
noise.
meaning to you? Like in life? Like what brings you fulfillment? Like just now we talked about how some people like they're more driven on like success. No, but then success is different to everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what brings meaning to you in life?
Meditation. It really. So I'm very lucky that I found it, and it's such something that we could work on to monetize it and everything. So it really is because I grew up finding myself very weird. Like I was super introverted, and then my thinking process also a bit weird. Like I always couldn't really fit in, so I thought I'm very weird. But suddenly, there's a space that people like the story you tell, that accept you for who you are. So, yeah, I feel like it's a blessing lah. Yeah.
Yeah, but your career has brought you to Barcelona, and you entered a 10. That's why I thought she had 11 people because it's 10-day art residency. I'm sorry, all already low fast or cannot see. You know what I mean? You were recently at Barcelona for an art residency. How was the experience like? And what were your key takeaways on that one? Or can you give us a context about what an art residency in Barcelona is so that people will kind of understand?
So art residency in general is kind of a retreat, but because artists, you sometimes need zero distraction. So art residency is for artists to go there and not thinking about, what to eat and where they're staying, just get into a new environment to create. So that art residency in Barcelona was basically they are gathering artists around the world, and then we just submitted we just applied and then we got selected as well. So 10 days of staying with different artists from different country. It's a very interesting experience, and it's the first time we really think that, whoa, what we do can actually bring us to really different places, and it's actually applicable to, like, our job is applicable in everywhere and any form. So yeah.
Would that kind of inspire you or maybe give you that fire to expand Human Edition out of Langkawi? I mean, you can still stay in Langkawi, but then again, you're probably going to go to, like, Barcelona for like 30 days, and then for 30 days you're just going to document as many stories and then leave that place fulfilled with all the stories. Would you actually consider doing that?
I think the more we travel, like the Barcelona Art Residency, actually we extended our trip to 6 weeks in Europe, which is our first time in Europe as well. So the thing that we see is that actually the world or the other country don't need us, but Malaysia need us. So there are so many people who outside in Europe who knows how to tell the story. They know the value of arts. They know the value of design.
Yeah.
The gap is kind of failed. Of course, there are other problems, but they have the literacy to understand and interest to learn about this. But in Malaysia, the gap is still pretty big. For example, during our trip to Europe, we actually cover a lady who was from Kedah, but she moved to New York and then moved to Tuscany and built a farmhouse there. So that video also went very viral. So I think that video, a Malaysian from Kedah running that, it gives a lot of inspiration for Malaysian, because we don't know what is our potential and what we can do. So I think, of course, I love other stories as well, like around the world, but the fulfillment, like what you ask, is, I think, like the way I grew up, I feel like there are lack of reference or role model. So I think to share and cover more about Malaysian or Southeast Asia, I would say, is something that we really want to do. It's actually very rich. It's just, like you see the story and everything happening in Southeast Asia is so good, but
there's not enough people telling the
still-
story, is it?
yeah, people still focusing on the Western and all this.
Yeah, makes sense.
But there
makes
are a
sense.
lot here.
Oh, that's all. That's actually very amazing to thought. It's like, I don't want outside stories. I just want Malaysian stories. You're very proud of your home country.
Yes, I just posted the. Oh yes, it is. I just posted the reels yesterday. It's a client who want to talk about my story. I always find it hard to tell my story. Like I grew up always wanted to move out of Malaysia. So I was like, wow, what is this country doing? But then the more I grew up, I was like, wow, this is so amazing.
Yeah.
In so many ways, the potential of it, I think for creatives especially, there are a lot of rooms to grow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you hear a story, right,
Yeah.
about a Malaysian compared to like an Angmo, right, you
Yeah.
will feel more resonated with
Of
it.
course,
because
because you grew up here.
yeah. So you feel like,
Malaysian,
oh,
wow.
if that person can do it, like I could probably do it also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can do it, you can do it too. Yeah,
That's
man.
true.
That's right. I mean, like, I mean, if you don't try, you won't know, right?
Yeah.
What's your goal? Ultimate goal for Human Edition?
Just keep doing what we do, and hopefully we can get more like-minded people to help us so that they can do what they like as well. I think Human Edition is a very wide thing. I think we are slowly transitioning more on the media.
I see.
So media, you have a lot of branch. So we hope that different people who have very different interests in different field, that we could have a team like that where everyone is passionate to genuinely work on
A
to
mission.
help that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That means you want to find like-minded people like yourselves, grow that similar like-mindedness to build that portfolio of stories that comes from that kind.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, that can become a very big empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
The
small
human
only.
nation.
Yeah.
When they-
Yeah. But
One world, one human.
it's very interesting to hear your story. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And then
Thank you.
when we go Langkawi, make sure you bring us to the best spots. Okay, what's
Of
the okay.
course.
Top three places to eat in Langkawi. Go.
Pizza Hills, of course.
Really?
Pizza Hills.
I've never been there. Okay.
I've never been there too.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
you went?
Yeah, I've been before last time.
Okay.
Is it nice?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yes,
pretty
of course,
good.
it's nice.
My friend brought me this nasi lemak place in town. I don't know what is it called. My friend's from her family's from Langkawi, so she knows like the local spots.
Ah.
I can't remember what it's called, so I don't even know what to tell you.
In
But it's
town
pretty
lah.
good. Somewhere in town.
Yeah, the only place I go to in Langkawi is the liquor store. I'm sorry. Okay, Pizza Hill. Okay, number 2.
Okay.
Island Kitchen Ayam Penyet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So good. And then local, I love, there's this, it's called Mak Som. Roti canai sedap.
Oh.
Okay.
So roti canai
Writing that
sedap.
down. Yeah.
So are you like a very like I'm sure people kind of recognize you now in Langkawi based on all the stories you post there. Do all the locals kind of like, are you like their local hometown hero?
I don't think they watch our content.
Oh really?
It's all KL people.
really cater to KL people.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, the people there probably don't even care about social media.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how carefree they live.
Oh my god, you're
They just want
right.
to surf.
Actually, that's so
Yeah.
good, not being
Yes.
able to
Yeah.
like attach yourself to social media. Yeah.
Oh, now you
And
think
just
about it.
living
Yeah, they
life.
probably like, oh, I what? Do you have an Instagram? No.
I'm curious. I'm curious about Langkawi. Just on this topic, like, does it really have a small town vibe to it? Like, that generally people know each other around
Yeah.
the town. Is it really like that? Like,
Yes,
oh yeah,
everybody know everyone.
everyone really knows everyone.
Everyone is related.
Oh.
Even though they don't know each other, once you mention another person, oh, okay.
Yeah, I know a friend who knows this guy or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
already.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, very small town feel.
Oh,
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, I don't mind going Langkawi, can?
Let's go.
We
Yeah,
went
the
one
office
of our
there.
company trip, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. But
And we
like,
were just
Wow.
staying in the resort
But
the
liquor
whole
store
time
only.
only.
yeah, liquor store, hotel, liquor store again, and then airport. Yeah, in my entire life, I've only been to Langkawi twice. One when I was in high school. I must tell. Okay, I'll share this story. Last time I was in high school, I was Form 3. After PMR already, right? It was like, oh, let's go for a holiday.
Yeah.
Form 3 was where we went and we tasted our first taste of liquor.
Oh,
Yeah, we went to a store and then we bought Heineken. Is it Heineken? Yeah lah.
yeah.
RM1 leh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so cheap, Okay, now probably it's more expensive because of inflation. Yeah, it's very funny. And then after we went back to our chalet, right? And then we started drinking. And after that, I don't know why, for some reason, the teachers is like, all right, everybody, let's go. Team building at 10 p.m. at night. Yeah, and we were so scared because our faces were red, right? And we all wrapped our faces in towels to walk out.
Oh god.
Kenapa ni? Kenapa you rap towel macam ni? Demam lah cikgu. Yeah, that's
So that's your memory of Langkawi.
that's my memory of Langkawi. Yeah.
Well, actually, I know everyone likes to rave about going there duty free. Or I cannot relate because I don't even drink alcohol.
But
I don't go there and buy.
It's so cheap. I went there in college
Yeah.
with a bunch of friends. Well, it's not a bunch. We were 40 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me how we ended up 40 people in Langkawi. And me and my friend were at McDonald's. It's the, what's that? That Chenang,
Yeah,
Chenang
Chenang.
Beach there got that one
Yeah,
McDonald's,
yeah.
right? And next to that McDonald's is a duty free shop.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
early
yeah,
morning
yeah,
breakfast, we go inside there, we go to McDonald's. And because it's an island and it's
Yeah.
Langkawi, McDonald's prices are a little bit more inflated. One.
Really?
Yeah. So I remember seeing like, wow, one coffee at McDonald's is like 6 ringgit something. We walk into the duty free shop, one can of beer, 3 ringgit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, we're having beer for breakfast.
Yes, it's cheap.
It's not my choice, man. It's just the cheaper option.
Yeah.
Do you know why in Form 3 we all went to buy beer? It's because 1 ringgit is cheap to us, ma.
It's
If it's
cheap.
5 ringgit, it's 5 ringgit for a can of beer.
Yeah.
Can of that, we won't pay already,
Yeah.
So we were
True.
buffeting beer in
Yeah.
our rooms. Yeah, and that was my memory. Oh wait, sorry. No, I've been to Langkawi 3 times. The second time I went there was pretty fun. I went on a jet ski.
Yeah. Water sports. A lot of water sports.
And this jet ski is not your normal jet ski, like 30 minutes then come back. They took you all the way out to the border of Thailand border, and you cannot cross one. I mean, if you cross, there will be some border patrol police or whatever. You cannot cross certain things, but we went all the way out to the ocean. Literally, like there's no bearing. You just go straight to the horizon. Then they brought us to this one place and go inside there, and then it was very calm waters. It looks like a swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, we were playing. Then I fell in, right? And then after that, the host was like, so not good. Yeah, okay, cool. After that, he got up already. Then we go down.
Yeah.
Naki cepat sini ada alligator. I'm like,
Serious?
yeah. That's what he said. I said, you bluffing? No. We have sighting before. I'm like, oh my gosh. But you know, but that was my only time that I've sat on a jet ski for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It was the
crazy,
best experience ever. It was so fun, and yeah.
Life is beautiful, isn't it?
I can now understand why sometimes it's like, I will never forget it. I will never forget it. I will never forget it. It's like we went out. There was 30 of us. We all convoy.
30 jet skis.
Yes.
That sounds kind of illegal.
Yeah,
eh.
it's a
30 like water.
Yeah, evasion, water evasion.
30 jet skis.
Wait, let me rephrase. Wait. There was 30. Sorry. There was 15 of us. Sorry. 6 jet skis. 6 jet skis.
Walao eh.
6.
Oh, 15. That two
Become
jet ski.
6.
2 by 2.
I
2 by
thought
2.
30 jet ski.
Yeah, and that was exactly. It's fun because you're there and the waves keep coming. So you're like, you know, it's fun. It's. Yeah, now, okay, that's the only thing I remember about Langkawi until today. And every time someone says like, hey, I'm going to Langkawi, hey, go to do this.
Jet ski.
Just go to this jet ski place. It's not the normal jet ski. It will take you 2 hours one. Like, you know, it's literally they take you out and then, you know, give you the full jet ski experience. That's pretty cool.
Is it Tanjong Ru?
Yes, I think
Tanjong Ru,
yes, Tanjong Ru, yeah.
So you're gonna interview the jet ski operator already after this.
They just love life.
When I met
So
there,
many stories.
I remember when I met them, it was so funny because they started saying that I'm sorry, we didn't make your booking and blah 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 this and that. And then I'm like, what? Then we got a bit like, you know, what do you mean? We booked this thing like last month, you know, we even have this one. And then after that, the guy's like, gotcha. Yeah. And this was after I left radio for 3 years. So I'm like, they still think I'm on radio doing prank calls. I was like, oh, I don't do radio. Ya ke? Macam I kenal you. You still on radio? What? No. I'm like, no.
The radio wave from KL take longer time to reach to Langkawi. And that's why.
Yeah, because
So after you left radio, the radio wave still going
because
there.
at that time, right, I was already doing YouTube. So
Yeah.
I was quite used to the fact that if people knew who I was, they'd be like, oh,
From
I knew you from
YouTube,
YouTube. But they'd be like, oh, I listen you to hits. I was like, oh, now I understand what you mean by people that probably don't even have like a social media account and don't care.
Wait, but isn't it interesting? Like, every person that you meet, right, will never have the same story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, even if you grew up in the same town, right, like, even you had, like, the same upbringing, everything, right, no two people can have the same experience.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought about that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a very interesting thought.
Would you, okay, being an architect, of course, I go back to this question. Would you ever build your dream house in Langkawi?
Praying for it.
Praying for it? Okay.
On a hill.
We hope that it will happen, okay? Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. They call it the human edition
Human
villa.
house.
Human, the human house. The human house.
Human
And you
house.
guys are invited.
Yeah, let's go. 1 ringgit beer on me. All right, Shi Han, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on the show. Okay, if people want to basically go and check out your stuff, okay, where can they go to? Give them all your handles and your platforms.
Instagram will be human_edition. And then for the book, you can get it at human-store.co.
All
Yes.
right, go get it. It's a very visual, appealing, very nice. Okay,
Yeah, it's
very
so
nice.
nice. So I opened it already.
Yeah, very nice to go through all the nice visuals and the photos there, and of course the stories as well. Shi Han, thank you so much for your time. I know it's very difficult, you know, to get you on the show because you've been traveling, and you know half the time you were in Langkawi. And it's like, can you come on the show? Oh no, not too far. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll speak to you guys next time. Bye bye. Yay.
Yay.